You all are good. So now I will share my suggestion on behavioral science, which include with psychology and sociology. And yes, I make the suggestion separately for understand goodly. First I will share psychology suggestion, then sociology. So let's see the psychology question. First, define psychology, branches of psychology, scope of psychology, uses of psychology, and importance of psychology for nurses. Define personality, components of personality, describe the community used technique for assessing personality, Freud's 5 stage of personality development. Define conflict, types of conflicts with examples, explain the measure to overcome frustration and conflicts. Define adjustment and why adjustment is important for nurses. What are the types of mental mechanism with examples? Define memory, types of memory and explain the methods to improve memory. Define attention, types of attention and which factors influencing attention. Define learning, types of learning, laws of learning and which factor affecting learning. Define emotion, list down the characteristic of emotion, factors influencing emotion, nurses' role in controlling emotion among patient and explain the internal change in emotional reaction. Define motivation, types of motivation, explain in detail psychological motives. Define forgetting and cause of forgetting. Define thinking and types of thinking. Define hallucination and types of hallucination with example. Define perception, which factor affecting perception and error in perception. Advantages and disadvantages of intelligence test and individual differences in intelligence. Use of intelligence and development in intelligent behavior. Advantages and disadvantages of habit formation. So this 16th question I make for psychology. Now I will tell on sociology question. So let's see. First, define sociology, write the characteristic of society and explain the 3 problems faced in society. Define community and what are the differences between rural and urban community and its function. Define marriage, types of marriage and explain the measure to solve dowry problem. Define family, types of family and its function, basic needs of family and the merits of joint family system. Fundamental rights and responsibility of an individual society. Define growth and development, factors influencing the growth and development and differences between growth and development. Define culture, list the function of culture and write the characteristic of culture. Define population explosion, cause of population explosion and explain the measure to control population explosion. Define urbanization and explain the effects of urbanization on social change. Define poverty, list the cause of poverty and explain the remedial measure to come out of poverty. Define economy, list the essential elements of family budgeting and what are the advantage of planning budget for a family. Define sociology, uses of sociology, scope of sociology and importance of sociology for nurses. So this 12 question I make on sociology. If you don't get the answer, please comment me to comment box. As soon as possible, I will give the short notes also. Keep study. Thank you.